Okay guys, we're on the board. Oh, he just got me with my hook pretty good. I'm on the Blacksmith Fork River again. A little brown. Just got about an hour and a half before the sun goes down. And I'm going to keep a couple today, and I'm going to do a kind of a catch, clean, and cook. A couple guys have asked me to do that. We're having some friends over tomorrow. We're just going to grill hot dogs and s'mores on the campfire, but I'm going to do trout and jalapenos and tin foil and garlic. So it's one of the ways I like to make them when I'm backpacking. So as long as we can catch 2 to 3 more, we'll make that happen. I think that got on film. He went airborne and I lost him, but he was a little guy. He was like 6 inches, so we wouldn't have kept him anyway. All right, guys, got another brown. Probably 11 inches, 10 and a half, 11. We can measure him when we'll go ahead and keep him too and add him to the tin foil or aluminum foil for tomorrow night. Fish number 3. We're gonna put him back. This guy's too little. We wouldn't get anything off of him worth eating anyway. So we'll put him back to let him grow another day. It's right where I wanted to cast, but there's some sticks submerged under there. I keep getting snagged on, but underneath that little overhang, that's where I caught that last little one. I know there's some others in there, I can see them. But I don't want to get snagged up on that underground stick. That was a good cast, but nothing there. He followed all the way in. I saw him right when the lure hit the water. He just kept following it and finally hit it at the end there. We'll keep him. He's big enough to keep. We'll get some meat off that guy. Fish number 4. We can keep 4. We put 1 back in. So far we've kept, whoa, come here, buddy. So far we kept 3. Well guys, it looks like we're just going to be taking 3 home, which is fine. 4 is the limit anyway. And 3 will be plenty for me and a couple of the kids to eat some. My family doesn't like fish as much as I do, so I'll end up getting to eat most of it. We'll get them cleaned up. Anytime I know I'm going to keep some, I always just bring a gallon baggie with me so I can put a little water in it and keep them in the cold water on the drive home. I mean, it's only 15 minutes home. I don't need a cooler or anything like that. So we'll get them cleaned here in the creek and get them in the bag and get going. Okay guys, we got them all cleaned. I took the heads off. I keep the tails on when I'm doing the foil dinners. And I'll show you why when I get ready to eat them, because you can stick the fork kind of right at the base of the tail and then pull up on the tail and just peel all the meat right off. It works really well, so that's one of the reasons I like to leave the tails on when I'm doing that. These are all white meat. I like my trout better when they're pink meat. So some of the guys who kind of taught me how to fish and hang out in the woods in Wyoming, my father-in-law and then some of his buddies, used to say that if they had pink meat, they were eating more freshwater shrimp and more minnows. And if they had white meat, they were eating more mosquitoes and flies. So just wondering if you guys ever heard that. Comment down below if you know why some trout have pink meat and some have more white flesh. But I prefer mine with pink. That's okay, these will still taste good. So we're gonna head back up to the truck and head home. And I probably won't prepare these until tomorrow. So we'll do the rest of the video tomorrow. I'll just show you the seasoning I put on them. And basically I like to cut up some jalapenos and slice them and put those in the body cavity. And then I also usually do a quarter of a lime. Oops, sorry, I just hit a rock. Quarter of a lime, some jalapenos, and then a mixture of pepper, salt, garlic powder, and a little onion powder. And I just sprinkle that through the body cavity, wrap them up tight in foil, and then throw them on the coals on the fire. Usually cook it probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes aside, then flip it over. I like my fish more overdone than underdone. I know true seafood guys, that's not the way they do it, but I don't like an undercooked fish. I don't like it slimy. So anyway, we'll do the rest of the video tomorrow and we'll see how it tastes. Thanks for coming along, guys. Everybody, welcome back to our catch, clean, and cook video for these brown trout. So these are the 3 that I caught yesterday. You saw me kind of clean them up at the river. Took the heads off. Tails are still on, but they're all cleaned out. Again, the meat's a little on the white side. I like it when it's more pink than that, but these will still be good. So first thing we're going to do is take our spices, nothing fancy. We'll do some pepper in here on each one, just right in the body cavity. And I'll individually wrap these in the foil. I'm just using one foil to spread them out here. So we got pepper, have a little bit of sea salt. Hello, Hannah. Hannah, you want to be on the video today?
What's up, guys? My YouTube channel is Hannah Brings Joy.
Hannah, why don't you know her YouTube channel is Hannah Brings Joy. Now, my favorite way to eat trout, guys, is actually not this at all. I mean, if I've got time and I don't have to backpack anything in, I prefer to take a cast iron skillet and some cornmeal and some flour and some oil and fry them up. But when I go backpacking, I try to keep everything as light as I can. I go as bare bones as I can. So, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 years ago, the boys and I went on a camping trip and we did them like this, and they tasted pretty good. So this is my preferred way to do it if I'm backpacking. Now tonight I'm just going to throw them in the fire pit by our house, but thought I'd share this with you. So we've got all the spices on. The next thing that I do is I take a couple of jalapeno slices. Usually put about 2 in each body cavity. If they're smaller, I might go 3. And then I also take a lime. I said yesterday a quarter of a lime, but it's really not that big. It's probably more like 1/8 of a lime in each one. This one's a little smaller, so I'm going to put 2 pieces of lime in it. And we got a little bit of bigger piece of lime here, so just 1 in this one. And then that's all I do. Then I just take and wrap it up in the foil. So I'm going to individually wrap them. And I'd probably put these on for, we'll see how hot the coals are tonight, but probably 6, 7, 8 minutes per side, and I'll flip them. Now, a lot of guys would probably cook theirs less than that, because I know a lot of people prefer to undercook their fish. I'm definitely an overcook my fish. I would rather have my fish be a little dry and a little more firm than I would have it be slimy. So I know that probably makes some of you guys wince if you're a real seafood connoisseur, but that's just me. So we got one packaged up there. There's number 2. Go ahead and get number 3 off here. And then the next time you see these, it'll be when we're taking them off the fire and test tasting them. See if I can get Andrew here to test taste one. What do you think, Andrew?
Probably taste one.
Andrew said, I'll probably taste one. He's not a big fish fan, so and neither are any of my kids, actually. So I might end up eating pretty much all these. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, we don't have a very good bed of coals for this, but we're doing the best we have with our wet wood. We're about to take them off. And Marisol, are you going to test taste one for me?
Yeah.
So we got our good friends Robert and Marisol and their family. They're over there playing volleyball. Caleb and Bridget hanging out over here. So we'll see how they taste, guys. All right, everybody. It got pretty dark. I don't know if you'll see, but we ate them all. I overcooked them, so the bones got a little mushy, which makes it hard to pull out. But other than that, they were pretty decent. So thanks for coming along. See you the next time we're out on the mountain. Hey guys, I'm sorry that the clean and the cook part of that video wasn't very well done. I apologize. I know the lighting was bad. There was a lot of background noise going on. We had some friends over for that video, and obviously it's just way more important for us to spend time with them and get to enjoy hanging out with them than for me to worry so much about the video. So, but that's not really fair to you guys. So next time we do a catch and clean and cook like that, I'll make sure we do a better job on the video production. But thanks for being here. Thanks for watching it with me. I want to just wrap this up real quickly with a channel shout out and with the Minute on the Mountain. The channel that I want to shout out is Dpuck Fishing and Outdoors. Dpuck Fishing and Outdoors. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. I'm newer to his channel. I've only been following him for a couple of months. A lot of great fishing videos. He's doing a little series right now where he challenged himself to catch 50 fish in a week up in New Hampshire. I've really been enjoying that series. So for you guys who like fishing, specifically bass fishing on this particular series, go check his channel out. And then lastly, guys, I want to do the Minute on the Mountain. The Minute on the Mountain is Proverbs 10:8, which says, "The wise in heart accept commands, but the chattering fool comes to ruin." I've just been thinking about that, all the wisdom that we have in God's Word and all of the commands that we see in there. I think so much we look at those as kind of binders. We think about the things we can't do or the way they hold us down. But God's commands are for our good. And wise is the person who accepts God's commands. It will make your life go better for you, go well with you. It doesn't mean there won't still be trials. There will be. There won't still be hard times. But wise is the person who accepts God's commands, because God is good and God has our best interests in mind. So just like a good parent who has good commands for their children, God's commands are for our benefit. So that's the Minute on the Mountain today, Proverbs 10:8. Thanks so much for coming along, guys. Hope you have a great week. We'll catch you the next time we're out on the mountain.